It's been kind of an interesting year for you. Like last year was kind of up and down. I know there was the injury issues and everything. So I know you missed spring ball, right?
Yeah.
So how are things going now? Are you getting closer to the point where you can be full go out there? Or how's everything going?
I mean, honestly, from how my body's feeling, I feel like I'm getting closer to being cleared and everything. I'll have to check back with Doc, but hopefully soon he'll have me cleared. But I mean, I haven't been held out from anything, besides non-contact. But outside of that, I've been full go. I've been getting reps with each and every group, just getting back and getting incorporated with how the defense running and the standard that we're upholding. Just get my body back for football condition.
So you're doing everything. Everyone's doing. You're just not 100% cleared yet. That's just the one thing that you're waiting on. So was that kind of a frustrating spring for you, trying to have to kind of stand back a little bit, not be able to be full go? I mean, it's a big season for UCF. You want to be right in there. Coach Addison, new D coordinator this year and stuff. So is it kind of frustrating knowing that you haven't been full go for a while?
I mean, for the first part of the spring, it was frustrating. I mean, because I love football and not being able to be out there with your teammates and help them and support them, it was very frustrating for me. But then, as I actually sat back and I looked at some of the great football players, they have injuries and stuff like that, but they took those injuries, the time that were injured, and they learned the game from the outside perspective rather than being involved, because you can gain a lot of knowledge that you can't get within football from outside of football by just being outside and looking from the outside in. You can see some things that people don't see because they're in the game. They don't see it at the moment. So you can get a bunch of new information that your teammates won't see and relay that information to them so it makes your team better.
Yeah.
So in the end, you're feeding them information. They look up to you as a captain as, okay, if I mess up here and I mess up here, he's seen it. He knows what I need to fix. He knows what. So I played that role in my spring. I played basically as one of the coaches.
Yeah.
So when it came to someone messing up, I could tell them, hey, you need to do this instead of that. You need to do this instead of that. And I took that time to take in some of the freshmen and even the new transfer and things like that. I'm like, hey, if you need help with anything, if you need help with this, I'm here, because although I can't help you out physically, mentally, I know the system in and out because it's something that I pride myself on, knowing the system in and out, so I can help you learn the system as well so we can become a better team.
How are you continuing to mature physically? Because I know early on in your career, gaining weight was maybe not as easy for you to do, and you kind of made a concentrated effort to do what you can to put on pounds and muscle.
Yeah.
Where are you right now? Is that an ongoing thing where you're constantly trying to add muscle and pounds?
I wouldn't say I'm constantly trying to do it. It's just that so I have to find the right weight that that is, I would say, playable for me, because last year, my sophomore year, I was too low. My junior year, I felt like I was too high. I couldn't move how I did my sophomore year. So what I did was came in with the coaches and things like that, and they want me to play at a certain weight. So I'm pushing to get to that certain weight. I'm gonna hold that weight there, and basically I'm gonna see how the season goes. Try to stay healthy, which is my main goal. Not doing anything unnecessary, taking care of my body better than I was the previous years, and see how the year plays out.
So where are you right now, weight wise?
Right now, I'm pushing to 170.
Okay, is that kind of where you want to be, or is that in the range?
That's strategically where I want to be at. I might push a little bit over, because during the season you're going to lose weight. So, I'm going to push a little bit above that, and then, just go from there.
So what's this defense looking like? Coach Addy's now in charge. How are things going to be different? I guess we'll find out when the games get here in a few weeks. But what do you see the biggest changes when you look at the defense now that Coach Addison is in charge?
I would say that the way his defense has changed is tailored to what the team needs, not what the coaches need. I would say it's shown, like during the 3 practices that we have, we've seen a bunch of like DBs getting their hands on ball, or getting close to getting their hand on the ball. It's giving us more opportunities to, I would say, be ball hawks and play with our strengths rather than playing what the team needs. It's showing us that you can do what you need to do while also showcasing your talents at the same time. So it's giving us a boost of confidence, like, okay, this defense is very beneficial for us when it comes to, I would say, going against an opponent, which is our offense at the moment. But I can't wait to show what our defense has in case when it comes to playing against.
Right, when you talk about forcing turnovers, was that a frustrating thing last year? I think you guys forced 6 interceptions the entire year. I think Devad had half of them.
Yeah.
And it just it was a struggle. I don't know what it was, scheme-wise or whatever it was, but was that kind of a thing, like after the season when you talked about it, like, we got to force more turnovers? And are you seeing that in practice and stuff?
I mean, like last year, it was kind of frustrating as to see that, like, a lot of social media posts, or a lot of football advocates, they see that the back end was the problem majority of the times. And I mean,
being with the rush and everything else.
Yeah. So being part of the back end, it brings stress to you. It brings that anxiety to like, bro, I don't get like. You're saying this, but you're not seeing the inside of it. But now, seeing how the defense has changed to help the DBs showcase their talents more, is like, okay, now we have a year to prove that, like, hey, we've improved our game. Now there's nothing to say about us.
Yeah. So who's kind of been looking good on defense? Is anyone going to have a big year, you think? Or I know you just started practice and stuff, but who are some of the guys you're anxious to see how they play? I know you added some transfers in the spring, some freshmen. Like who are you kind of looking forward to watching play?
To me, in the back end, I'm very. I would say I'm very eager to see Nakai Martinez play. He's a young guy, but he's very smart. You know, he's basically like a younger me, because when he came in, he started out at nickel, same place I started, but then he started moving into safety and everything. So he's getting a grasp of the whole defense, same thing I did. So I'm eager to see him play. As well as him, I'm eager to see a couple of the transfers come in, Jaira and the Jordan Mask. I mean, they're both great athletes, great mentors when it comes to teaching the younger guys, and they're great listeners when it comes to teaching and everything. So the coaches hold them to a high standard and everything. So besides them, in the linebacker room, I can't wait to see what Jason does this year. I mean, he performs on a different level each and every year. So I mean, his standard is high, and I want to see him elevate his game. And then on the D line, Ricky and Lee, I want to see them dominate up front and on a whole other level. Lately, and it's only been 3 practices, but Lee has shown some outstanding effort. Seeing a guy that big move so quick side to side, you don't really see it much in big guys, but you know, Lee, seeing him in practice do that is like, okay, I know I can count on him to get to that ball whenever we need him to. And then in the end, Josh and Drop, I mean, I always hold him to a high standard. Like Josh, big guy, I want to see him muscle up and you know, just make outstanding plays. And Drop, I want to see him be the amazing athlete he is.
Yeah. So what's it like going against this offense? We've heard ever since Coach Henshaw came in, and obviously it's going to be a big year for John Rice. He's been more mature in the system. He knows how to, another year playing quarterback at UCF. Are you seeing the offense? I mean, I know you go against them. It's a competition and a battle every day, but what do you see from those guys? You see those guys coming together? Are they moving the ball down the field? You don't want them to, but are they able to
So, it's an ongoing battle each and every day. You don't want to move the ball, but every now and then, like they're going to move the ball. It happens. Right. They have some great plays planned up and everything. And if you don't stay true to your defense or your plan or whatever, they're bound to pop 1 or 2 deep balls or anything like that, or big runs. And I mean, I can't wait to see the numbers that they put up this year.
Yeah. So I mean, this is an exciting season for UCF. I mean, you've been here a long time. And you were pumped to compete in America, but you're in the Big 12 now. I mean, there's a lot of big-time teams you're going to be playing, a lot of cool locations. I mean, you know what's at stake if you win the you're going to be playing in, Dallas Cowboys Stadium in the championship game. I mean, just can it kind of put into words how exciting this season is for you and for UCF football?
I mean, to be honest, it's actually a dream come true. Coming to UCF, I didn't see that as a big school, but I was like, it's an opportunity for me to get to the next level. And then as the years went on, I seen that like, we can go to it. We can get to the next level. We just have to get that chance. And the Big 12 came to us and they gave us that chance. Now it's time for us to showcase this talent on a new scale to show that, hey, it's not just us performing in the AAC, it's us performing in the Big 12 as well. So people can't doubt that UCF has the power and the talent to compete on a whole new level.
What road game are you most looking forward to? I mean, I know you take them one game at a time, but I mean, there's some interesting trips. You start off the Big 12 season at Kansas State. They won the Big 12 last year. Mm-hmm. You got a road trip to Oklahoma. Dylan Gabriel is starting quarterback there. You go to Texas Tech, and there's some other places. If you look at the schedule, is there a game that you're most looking forward to?
I mean, to be honest, I hold all the away games at the same standard, mostly because last year we didn't perform that well on the road game. So I want to showcase that, like, our talent, like our power and our knowledge and everything that we have to share. It's not just a home field advantage type of thing. We want to show everyone that even on the road games that we are a dominant team and we can perform on a new level.
What do you guys talk about doing, like goal-wise, aspiration-wise? When the team got together, I guess for the team meeting before camp started, like what do you guys want to do this season?
Each and every season, the goal is conference championship, nothing less. It's a standard that we hold as a team to say that we're not accepting anything less than that. Anything below the standard is not us. So the Big 12 championship is where we're heading.
I mean, appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Quadric.
No problem.
Good luck to you, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you.